typhoon, be a man with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is racing toward us till the sun's arrive. Heed my every order, and you might survive. You're suited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you're through. How could I make a man out of you? Be a man, we must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Be a man. We must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Yeah!
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and you're listening to a podcast that believes in dreams, that places trust in the magic of imagination, that is always the first star to the right, and where the light in the window is always on. Join as we discuss the views from Walt's apartment.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Walt's Apartment Live. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of January, and we got a fun show tonight. Got some cool topics to talk about, some recap from the weekend, because we were all part of this weekend that are here tonight. So let's go around the room and say hello to everyone. Let's start off ladies first. Miss Courtney, how are you tonight?
I'm good. Just walked in the door.
Nice. Thanks for joining us. How are things?
Good. Well, sort of. A new fire just broke out in Castaic, so
Yeah, it's
yes.
kind of seems like they
Yes.
got it. They got it kind of contained a little bit now. It's like away from all the buildings. It looks
I
like
hope so, because it
Yeah.
had spread to 8,000 acres and jumped a canyon when I left work.
Oh yeah, when I saw it, it was this like 9,500 acres now, and like now it's like back burning itself over. It's still out of control. These fires are crazy. I have friends down in Santa Clarita. They're like, yeah, there's no smoke their way, but they can like see like the plume, going up.
Literally, it started, and like as the day went on, the smoke just totally uncovered our office and just like went that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we just
absolutely
like
insane.
literally saw the smoke roll in. It was kind of crazy.
Entertainer asks if you're safe. You look safe.
Oh yeah, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were more in danger with the Palisades fire than anything
Right.
else. We're safe.
Perfect. Got Mr. Joey. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in.
Hey, hello, happy hump day.
Hump day. Kim says the smoke is so
Glad to
bad,
be
the
here.
air quality is terrible. I had to wear a mask to get dinner. Yeah,
Aw.
that's what I heard. The
Yeah,
smoke
Kim's
is,
more affected than any of us right now.
yeah, because if it's going back behind, and there's another fire popped up in, I think Santa Paula. I just saw. I have that app and it like tells you every fire, but
Yeah,
smoke's
the watch
going like behind me going back out that way because luckily it's going not towards any towns and just kind of, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We're doing a good
And
job.
glad Kevin and Amanda are good too.
Absolutely. Yep.
Mhm.
And Kevin and Amanda are good. Courtney and Kelly are good. Kim is good. Louis, how you doing, buddy? I know you're way far away. I'm sure you probably can't even see it from where you're at, right?
No, I can't see it. It is nighttime.
You know what I meant. Could you see it today? Could you see the smoke today, bro?
No, I didn't see the smoke. No.
Yeah.
I
How you
mean,
doing, bro?
I saw smoke all over the internet with the fucking way the country's going, but no smoke in visual.
Yeah, it's a weird time we live in now. So it is what it is, and we just have to deal with whatever it is. But we do have a really, really fun show. We have some people aren't in here. Jennifer says hello. Entertainer says good evening. Kim says hello. Brendy says wow. That must be because of Chris's singing, because we had Chris sing to start off the show tonight. Entertainer said, "Welcome back, Courtney. He's very happy to have you here." So,
Thank you.
yeah,
I know
so
it's been a while.
And the entertainer says, "What's happening in California right now reminds of what happened in Angel Studios Films Homestead." I've never seen that. Anyone have seen Homestead?
No.
And then Jennifer hits us with this. I mean, this just tells you how weird the world is right now.
Dude.
What? Snow?
It snowed in
Yeah.
Florida. Snowed
And
in
New
Florida.
Wow.
Yeah.
And New Orleans.
Really? Dang.
I don't
And
know.
we're over here on fire. Like, seriously.
It's just absolutely insane. But I follow this guy on TikTok. His name's like Justin Nunley, I think. He does a lot of like, kind of, you want to see red, and he lives in like northern Florida, and said it never supposed to snow. He's out there like snowboarding on a wakeboard behind his razor down the street, and like 3 inches of snow, and just doing redneck things. He said so. Absolutely crazy.
I remember the first time I went up to Florida. There's like the week before we went, they hit like a cold front, and there's like iguanas dropping out of trees and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Like freezing to death. Then we went, it was like 70 again.
Absolutely insane.
Well, when me and Kelly went on the Wish, we went there in January, and it was a little bit cold, but not as cold as to snow.
You wish it was warmer.
Yeah, no doubt. It's absolutely insane. So we had a fun weekend. Myself and Joey and Courtney and Kelly got to represent Walt's Apartment Podcast at MouseCon. Also, Kevin, Amanda, and Kim were there from We're in the Park, so it was nice to have a reunion with everyone and hang out, and got to meet Deadpool. They got to talk to Jim Cummings, and it was just a really, really good weekend. It was a lot of fun. A lot of cool things happened. I took some pictures here that I can share with y'all. So me and Joey were trying to become the brand ambassadors for Roosevelt. The really nice button-up shirts. There's just some people went ahead, put it out there. To do Walt with me and Joey with our matching shirts. Fun. Lots of comments about the shirts. It was a good time. Also here, I got to meet Deadpool. This guy that played Deadpool was totally cool. Shout out to that guy that played Deadpool. I got to take a picture with Courtney and Kim here from Neverland Club. Courtney and Kelly, that is right. Courtney and Kelly, you are correct. And then also, I didn't do my pictures in order, so this probably would have been better. Then we had everyone that was there. We had the We're in the Park crew with Courtney and Kim and Kelly and Amanda and Joey and Kevin. It was a great time. It was a lot of fun to see everyone. The MouseCon people, they did an event. They had event people for people to bring like donations for the firefighters and for people affected by the fires down in LA. And they got like this corner of this building like just stacked up with like donations and water and clothes and food, and it was really cool to see. Jim Cummings was there and did his whole pan. He came for free. And then everything that he made, he donated back to the fire effort as well. So it was just a very cool week. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he asked to come so he could do that. So.
What are your guys' thoughts on MouseCon?
I thought it was a very successful turnout this time, and they had bigger names than they've had the last time I went. As far as voice artists, they had. I was very impressed with Jim Cummings coming and donating all of his proceeds to the fire victims and stuff like that.
Right.
So Kelly and I did buy a print from him and get an autograph, and Kelly did get a selfie with him. So we donated to the cause and got autographs awesome. In return. We also had a wonderful time, just looking around and hanging out. And James Mulligan, oh my God, his art is amazing. Go check him out on Instagram. It's, I think, Jimmy Mulligan Jimmy or something like that.
Mulligan Jimmy, yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah. His art is amazing. And he was giving away some of his proceeds to the fire victims because he lives in LA as well. So basically almost all the vendors I think were from LA. I don't know if there's anything local, but
I know a few couldn't come. Steve said a few couldn't make it because of the fires that they were displaced and couldn't make it up.
there was a wonderful panel that they did with the voice of Minnie Mouse, Snow White, and Adasa, who is the voice of Dolores in Encanto. And they talked about how they got into the business and their role models and how they love doing the voiceover, how they got started and doing voiceover work. And it was very insightful.
And Adasa dressed like Dolores, so she was pretty awesome. So
and Katie was in Snow White, like bound. She had the colors. So.
Yeah.
But Adasa was definitely dressed exactly like Dolores, like she embodied her.
Joey, what were your takeaways from the weekend?
Like, I mean, the top one, of course, we're all Jim Cummings fans here. So the fact that he asked like just a few days before to join in and then donate 100% of his proceeds, but even between panels, he gave kind of like an impromptu panel, like it was like 15 minutes, but it was, me.
That was the highlight of the night. That was the highlight of the day. I thought was that.
Oh yeah, and we all the seats up front row were open, so we walked right up there. I got a couple of videos. He started off singing Belle Evangeline. He sang a little bit of Be Prepared because he was kind of like the high note singing voice for Scar.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons did the regular verses and stuff, but once he had to hit those notes
for him a little bit.
Yeah. So, and of course, then he sang "I Want to Be Like You" because he's been King Louis since Tailspin. So
and
that
Baloo
was awesome. And Baloo now, so
he's both voices now.
Yeah, but of course, like Courtney mentioned, not just getting the art, but I've been a big fan of James Mulligan for years. 2 years ago, we were table buddies. So, and he's great art, like Courtney mentioned, but he's also a Lorcana artist now too. So I got like 3 cards signed, and I like I mentioned before, as amazing as his art is, he's even a cooler guy too. So
and
he
super nice.
hits all the convention circuit. So I think he's headed off to MegaCon in Orlando next.
Oh, right
so
on.
Yeah, he said his assistant.
Jennifer.
Yeah, he said his assistant had the other half of his inventory.
Yeah, that was in Tampa Bay. Yeah,
might be snow there.
Yeah, exactly. Then of course just hanging out with everybody. You guys and
it was a great time. They
Jason
put on
Braden.
Yeah, Jason.
We tried to get him to wear our Roosevelts, but he wore his moonfish one. So.
Yep.
But good times as always.
Entertainer has a question that we can actually go around the room and ask all of you this. Louis, what's your favorite Jim Cummings roles? Entertainers are Pooh, Tigger, Monterey Jack, Pete, Darkwing Duck, Fat Cat, Professor. I mean, he named a lot of them. So what are a couple of your favorites that he does, Lou?
So much more.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could go first.
Oh, bro, you're muted again.
Bro.
You're muted again, bro.
Louis, did you want to go first?
I'm trying to remember who Fat Cat was.
That's Rescue Rangers.
The main villain.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was talking about Scat Cat from Aristocats. I was like, if that's spelled wrong, I'm going Scat Cat. But okay, Fat Cat. I forgot about that. Okay, so for me, I feel like for some people they're going to assume the obvious would be Pete. But I think personally, I'm going Darkwing Duck.
Yeah,
I think Darkwing Duck was pretty badass
for sure.
Yeah.
How about you,
real quick? Kevin, Courtney did mention Caitlin being there as she was in the panel of the women voice actors.
Yeah. Courtney, how about you? Who was your favorite?
Well, I'm a big Goofy movie fan, so definitely Pete is one of my favorites. But I mean, I love when he voice matches and King Louis and stuff like that. So and I did buy the print of Ray from Princess of the Frog. So that he's like my favorite voice actor. He voiced my childhood. So from the Gummy Bears up until Princess of the Frog. So I love everything that he does.
How about you, Joe?
Well, I'm going to echo all the greatest hits that have been mentioned already. But not only voiced my childhood, but he's still voicing my life right now. So I'm throwing in Hondo because I love Star Wars. I love his character as Hondo. And one that hasn't been mentioned yet is Bonkers.
No.
Bonkers is great.
Okay.
And non-Disney, Taz. He did Tasmanian Devil for Tasmania and the video game. So, and listen to his podcast, Tuned In by Jim Cummings. It's an amazing podcast, great interviews and conversations with fellow voice actors, Hank Azario, Ron Perlman. So, I mean, awesome podcast.
Alrighty. I'll say I'm gonna just be kind of generic. Pete is a cool one, but I think Winnie the Pooh and Tigger are just like you can't go wrong with those.
Yeah.
And when he sang Scar, that place, you guys were inside the panel. I was outside at the table. For some reason, that was the loudest thing all night long was when he sang that part, and it was everyone outside was just clapping because I don't know, it was just cool because he's like, let me just throw this out, no music, nothing, just started singing. It was very, very cool.
Acapella karaoke.
Courtney, I wonder if why Catherine Von Till didn't voice Snow White and Ralph. The girl who did.
I mean, it seemed like she recently got the. So I'm not sure if she was the voice when Wreck-It Ralph was being filmed or not. She does a lot of the Lego movies, she said. So I think it's a fairly new thing for her to voice Snow White.
Alrighty. I got everyone right. I want to make sure I hit everyone, touched everyone.
And she was great in the Lego Princess movie they did recently.
So then Saturday night, I head down to Burbank. I'm going to hang out with Lou, and we're going to go to the Walt Disney's barn on Sunday. So Lou came down, hung out, got to go to breakfast. If you know, we got to go to Bob's Big Boy, the original Bob's Big Boy in Burbank, which was just awesome. We had, and if you got to have the hamburger for breakfast because it's just that good. Lewis had an omelet, so didn't want to go with the big boy, but that's okay. Okay, he liked breakfast. Lewis is a breakfast guy. Me and his friend had the big boy. He loved it. I think didn't his wife have it as well? Wait, there are 3 big boys, right? No, she had the All American, which is just the smaller version of it. But it was a good time, and got to go. Then we got to go to Walt Disney's barn. If you don't know the story, Kevin and Amanda and Kim were there and were awesome enough to actually stop the line and have the lady who curates it explain the whole story of the barn to me, which took her like 5 minutes. It was the coolest thing ever. Just the fact that this barn was where he had all of his toy trains, and they actually when the people that bought the home literally leveled the house. They leveled the house and they took all the train tracks and everything out, but they decided to move this barn from Los Feliz, which is about a couple miles away from Griffith Park, to Griffith Park, and they moved it piece by piece to Griffith Park and rebuilt it. And there's so many cool artifacts in there. And I think it's the third Wednesday of every
month. Yeah,
I'm sorry, the third
Sunday.
The third Sunday. I'm sorry, it's Wednesday. But before we went there, really quick, if you know the story of how Walt Disney thought of Disneyland, before we went to the barn, we really quick went to see the merry-go-round where Walt Disney was sitting when he thought of the idea of Disneyland. Unfortunately, this is what it looks like now. It's closed up and it hasn't been open, I hear, since COVID, from what I understand. But that's it. It has the party zone over there to the left, which no one knows what it is. But the party zone is there. If you were there, you understand what that means. But it was just that was cool. But let me show you guys really quick here, and we'll get on with the rest of the show. This is the barn, kind of a faraway picture of the barn. I took a bunch of pictures that I put on my Facebook. I could post them on our socials as well, of the inside of the place. But we also got to meet a few cool people there too. So I got to meet Bob Gurr. It was very exciting, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!" And then talking to Bob Gurr, I walk up there to meet Bob Gurr, and I literally froze. And just, "Hi, how you doing?" And "I'm good. How are you?" And then, but I got to meet Bob Gurr. It was the coolest thing ever. So I'll leave it at that. And then we got to take a picture with me and Louie. Got to take a picture with Bob Gurr, which was very cool. We're in the park and myself got to take a picture with Bob. And then to end out the day, I took a picture with the Toontown Fight Club. Very, very cool.
Louis, she looked like you told Bob Gurr he sucks in that picture.
So funny story. No, funny story. we were in the parking lot, and as soon as I got word he was there, I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking asking him." And I built the question to be polite. I was gonna ask him, "Did you really build everything?" But I'm not a full asshole. I'm like 99%. So I get up there, and I'm a Disney fan. I geeked out, talked to him about just what he does and how he does it and stuff like that. I was not an asshole to him. No, I didn't ask him. I was not Lewis about it at all. I took a quick bump of pixie dust and I L-word all of it. So,
I mean, just being in Bob's presence, he is so nice. Like, it's just fun to talk to him.
he definitely is nice, and I mean, I still stand by what I say, but I won't say it to him. I mean, the dude's. I mean, first off, the dude's out there enjoying his moment, which is sick as fuck. And I shared this on Mad Tea Party. Like, he's there pretty commonly with a bunch of other people, and I didn't mention names on the Mad Tea Party, just out of respect for them, because the one thing I was chatting with one of the train ride guys is the beautiful thing about Walt's barn is you separate the two types of Disney fans. You have the Walt Disney fans that are there for, those are Walt's dirty underwear, I want to touch them, versus, oh, it's a popcorn bucket for $30. I want the popcorn bucket, the spirit jerk. It's like, shut up, go home. But not saying that there's not fans that love both, but there are distinguished fans that are one or the other. So it was pretty rad to see the amount of people there that were just there as average people. I mean, for the probably first 20 minutes, Bob Gert was just chilling at the table talking, and like people were just enjoying their day, like not realizing who I was. There was a few other big names, and I mean, out of respect for the location, the event, I won't show on the internet because it's one of those you got to go to witness. But if you're a Disney fan, there was a handful of names in there that were just wandering like average people.
100%. It was very, very cool. Courtney, Kelly, have you guys been there?
Oh yeah, we've been there a couple of times. I mean, we've met Floyd Norman there. We've met Bob Gurr there. We've even gone to where when people are signing their books there. So we've gone to book signings there. So it's a really a lot of history and nostalgia, and you feel like Walt's really there. It's another place where you feel like Walt's there.
When she said she said that she said, just so you understand that all of the workbenches and everything in here is Walt built the workbenches. And I'm like, holy crap. And like, there's like a shaving kit in there. There's a hat. And I could have stood in there. I could have stayed in there for an hour, just reading every single thing, but out of respect for like not getting people's way, I will definitely go back again. Cool thing about it, it's free. It's only donations. If you want to make a donation, you can to help keep it running, because all those people do it on a volunteer basis. Very, very cool. Walt's Carolwood Barn is located in Griffith Park. So
they got to get that merry-go-round going again, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, you bring up a very unique comment, though, that I didn't think about the whole time there. The whole time there, obviously, I'm a huge Walt fan, but that feeling never felt the presence of Walt.
Oh, you're crazy. That's all I felt. It was so weird.
No, I was sitting there and everyone's like, oh, this is the exact sync, all that. And you definitely feel the Disney history there. Mm-hmm. But now thinking about it, it wasn't once walking through there, except for talking to Bob Gurr and Tanya Norris, there wasn't the barn itself. Walking through there didn't seem. I feel more walking to the Disney Family Museum, even though that's 100%. Nowhere near the ballpark, than the barn. I didn't feel it. I mean, not that I should or shouldn't, but I didn't think about that until you said it right now. I was like, yeah, I didn't get that vibe. Not saying that I'm, one of them many, but it's a very unique feeling that I didn't think about till just now.
Sure.
And I don't think I ever felt that in the barn.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of indifferent. You can definitely feel the same thing at the museum, which is very cool. But I think being in that, I felt it a lot. I mean, it's like, damn, this is, there's just little things on this. Everything says don't touch, and like there's some like plans on like one part where it has Walt writing in like a red marker, and it's obviously his writing because you know how he writes, and just like, damn, he was like literally. What did he do right here? Did he lean up against this? Did he really shave in this mirror right here? Where there's a mirror in there with a shaving kit, and it's just crazy. I completely I understand.
I think it's because like hearing that the barn was moved, like the family museum, you know that wasn't ever anything Walt. You just know it's artifacts of Walt's time, and the barn, knowing that it was relocated, maybe that's what it was like. Because even on the train, I remember asking a buddy of mine that was there with me on the train. I was like, "Are these Walt's actual trains, or is that just common lore because we know this is Walt's barn? Are these like replicas? Because obviously the seats are way different than what we've seen in photo.
They are his trains.
They restored them.
I didn't ask, and I didn't want to ask because I wanted to walk away with that belief that they were.
I like that. But I didn't think about that at all. I didn't even think about that one.
But seeing photos of
the originals at the family museum.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, I mean they're restored, so also, but
yeah. So I mean, overall, still a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Me and Tiff, the kids, that's going to be a regular trip for us. But yeah, it was a badass time.
But Kevin said he spent more time in that barn than he actually did at the family museum, which makes sense since the family museum's only been open for about 15 years. So.
Yeah. I think it's
I've been wanting to go to Marceline, Missouri. I've had some friends that have gone there, and
that would be that's on the bucket list. I would love to go with the D23 group, but yeah.
I do want to go to the first studio, the one that they have like where I think it's like a bakery now. That just like I just found out about that. I want to hit that because like they got signs and like he stood right here. Like it's super small, and I was like, dude, I would love to go visit that, and that's right there in that area. So
everything is right there. It's crazy how much is right there.
You know, it's small if it went from a studio to a bakery too. So but again, that like you said, they're lean where he leaned and sit on the steps where he sat. So yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, I was leaving to head back home, and I was gonna go here. I was gonna go to another place. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go. I took a wrong turn, wound up turning around in the Imagineering parking lot. I'm like, oh shit, right here. So I'm like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, Burbank is like literally all of Walt Disney's history of like when he came here. It's just everywhere you go, you can find things. And very, very cool. It was a great weekend. Thank you all for being a part of it, being so generous to me. And it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it all. I want to take our first break. We'll come back. I have 3 fun topics we can dive into. And let's hear about, hey, fam.
What park game are you doing?
Right.
Hey, fam, what scavenger hunt are you doing?
Well, we are doing Where in the Park.
Do you guys know Where in the Park? Because we do.
We do.
So how you play this is that they give you a deck of cards with an image on it, and you get to look around and see where in the park that is.
And they're fun. So if you like to find stuff, this is what you need to do.
The amazing game. We're in the park right here.
If you're a seasoned Disney park goers, as we are, it's a fun, challenging even for the hardcore Disney parks fan.
We have played the Where in the Park games that we felt like, we got
still a challenge.
Oh no, yeah, still a challenge, a fun challenge though, not an impossible challenge.
They get really close to details, and you're like, I have never even seen that. I don't even know.
Where in the park have I seen that?
The great thing about these is that they're not in attractions and they're out in the open places. It's meant for families to play.
Besides people who've been there a lot, it's fun for people that are new to the parks as well, because you catch some of those details that you would probably miss when you're first going.
So there's images that you are finding on one side of the card, and then the other has the hint and the answer that you can reveal if you choose to.
Before it was just the hint and the answer, but now if you really want the land,
it'll tell you
they'll
where.
give you the land for an extra hint. You guys can take as long as you wish without the hint. Yeah. Without the hint, it's hard.
But that's what makes it fun.
But they do not just do Disney parks, obviously. What other parks do you guys actually cover?
Universal and all that good stuff.
East Coast, West Coast, and they're continuing to expand even more after that.
Check them out, weareinthepark.com if you need to get some game packs. They are so much fun.
So we appreciate We're in the Park.
You know, they're awesome.
We love
Kevin and
that.
Amanda.
Get you some We're in the Park today.
Hell yeah.
Use promo code Walt's APT Podcast to save 10% at weareinthepark.com.
Get you some. We're in the park. They're the best.
Yes.
Let's dive into our first topic. We've talked about it a couple times before. These are a couple of quick topics. Then we have a little more of an activity. They've been talking about making Laugh-O-Gram building in Kansas City into a small museum. That'd be cool too. That'd be really cool. So according to Skylar Schuler from the beautifuldisinsider.com, there's a company called Gaming Today that they examined over 55 films scheduled for release in 2025, and based on the Google search optimization for these, they have come up with a list of the top 10 movies that are most anticipated for 2025. Before we go through the list, you guys want to give me who you think might be at the top of that list? What movie you think will be at the top of that list for most anticipated film of 2025? It doesn't have to be Disney. It could be whatever.
Probably Superman.
Okay.
I was going to say Superman or even Wicked Part 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Louis, what do you think?
What was the year?
This year.
This year, the most anticipated film coming out for 2025, according to the last 12 months of Google searches. That's what this company did.
Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go Snow White.
Okay, that's fair. Kevin says Fantastic Four. I'm going to read the list really quick and get your guys' thoughts on it when we're done. Because coming at number 10 with 88,000 searches was Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat. Number 9, I know with 93,000 searches. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
I guess I'm making another one. Number 8 with 115,000 clicks. Now You See Me 3.
Really? They're doing a third one of that?
I didn't know that either. Yeah, that's
which one?
Where did this list come
Now
from?
You See Me.
Now You See Me 3. It's a site called gamingtoday.com. They examined over 55 films to be released in 2025, and they went off their global average monthly Google search volume.
What's up, buddy? Interesting.
So, yeah, it's a very weird list. Number 7 with 129,000 searches is a movie called Companion. Not even sure what that is.
I don't think you want to know.
Okay. Number 6 with 144,000 searches is Thunderbolts.
That makes sense.
Number 5 with 182,000 is Captain America: Brave New World, which completely shocks me that it's number 5. Number 4 with 185,000 is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I guess that's a big.
Jeez.
I guess that's a big thing, huh?
With the littles, yeah.
Number 3 with 189,000. 28 years later. I'm not.
That looks good.
What is that?
It's a zombie movie, Danny
Zombie.
Boyle, but
okay.
it was 28 days later. Then they did 28 weeks later. So now I guess 28 years later.
Years later.
The trailer looked insane.
All right. Number 2, 197,000. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh yeah, that's the Scarlett Johansson one.
Another one, and then
they're rebooting the franchise with Scarlett Johansson. Is what that is.
I might be here for that. 290,000 clicks for this next one, and this is a Disney movie. Zootopia 2.
Yes.
Zootopia 2.
Zootopia.
Does this make sense to anyone?
Yes, was Zootopia. I mean,
Yeah,
it's very big. They just did the land in Shanghai. I mean,
that would make sense with the Shanghai stuff. Because this is worldwide. So
yeah. So, and then also we're getting a new show at the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom. So it makes sense all this year.
I think it would be top 10, but I'm surprised it's still number 1. I love the first one. The second one, which we saw,
Zootopia is number 2, right? Didn't you say?
No, it's number 1.
It's number 1.
Oh, it's number 1. Oh,
yeah.
So Wicked didn't even make it on there.
No, Wicked didn't make it on there. Fantastic Four didn't make it on there. So interesting list. I thought it was
And
very
Entertainer says Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. That looks cool. That didn't make it on there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm excited for Zootopia.
This is just one site.
Superman didn't even make it on there. That's weird.
Yeah. Well, if the trailer came out, I feel like Zootopia was known all year. And Courtney, you make a good point. I think a lot of it probably does have to do with the stuff in China as well, because you know,
Shanghai is very big on the Zootopia.
list is trash, according to Amanda.
Yeah, well, hold the fuck on. Cue the music. What the hell? So I'm sitting here because I love Jurassic Park, and all these trailers on YouTube right now, none of them are even Universal backed. They're just like knockoff Screen Culture ones.
Yeah.
So
I know what you did last summer. They were both terrible. They're gonna make a third one.
So what trailers are they going off of?
They haven't even shown their trailer for this
No,
movie.
they didn't say trailers. It's just anticipated movie.
They just searched that movie. This is how many
searches.
how many Google searches for that movie.
See, and that for that reason alone, I'm still saying Snow White, because everyone wanted to fucking see this being canceled this year. Right. So like that movie was searched heavily. When I didn't announce it in the quarter meeting, like that shit was searched heavy. Yeah, all right, I'll believe it. I'll play along.
All right, well.
I think Snow White's the only one that actually has a trailer that was on that list.
Snow White wasn't on there. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's I mean, Mortal Kombat 2 makes sense. I mean, people are searching it, hoping it's coming out. There's nothing out there for it yet. Mild announcements, mild screen grabs of what might be being recorded. But like the rest of those movies, that's what people. All right, it's Wednesday. It's not Monday. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I mean, I don't believe people are searching some of those movies at all. But I mean, if you like those franchises and are thinking like, "Hey, is another one coming out?" I could see that, but not like.
And who shared this article about this list?
Business
Insider. They got it. They got it from well, it's from a
real
site
quick,
called
Sasquatch. I don't know where you're at, but I hope everything's okay down there. And not gonna lie, we're looking for you at MouseCon. So footballs, miss you, buddy.
GamingToday.com, Lou, is the site that did this. So they did a search on it, and that's what they came up with. So yeah, weird.
Yeah,
weird.
Yep. Weird list.
Well, out of respect for the Dins Insider.
Just a weird list.
Oh, international. I
think international part makes more sense.
Lilo and Stitch wasn't mentioned, and that's huge over in the Asian markets too. So,
how do they know we're just searching for Five Nights at Freddy game instead of the movie? That's a good.
Well, I know that they did announce that they're going to do a sequel to Five Nights at Freddy, but just because it was a big thing, you know.
And I guess that's a big. haunted. Are they houses or mazes at the holiday?
Well, it's a video game, I believe.
Right, but they do like something at the Halloween Horror Nights.
I mean,
are those mazes?
Animatronics there last time, but yeah.
First time.
Hey, Rachel, first time in. Welcome to the madness.
Yeah. So, first time caller.
First time, long time.
First time, long time. They haven't made the house at Halloween Horror Nights.
No, but they showcased the animatronics in the.
But no, they do something else. Because Danny talked about it. So don't they do like? Are they mazes or are they haunted houses or what do you walk through? Are they haunted mazes? That's what the whole thing is there, right? Is the Halloween Horror Nights?
Well, Halloween Horror Nights is a maze, yes, but
right, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't part of a maze; it was part of the Bloom House, and like with Megan, and they had the animatronics there that they used in the movie. And then they were saying they were going to make a second one, but it is a popular video game with the youngsters.
Okay.
So I have a question though: is it so popular that it's amazing?
I mean,
And I'm out.
Thank you. Come again.
I don't follow it, but I know a lot of kids were dressing up as them.
Well,
yes,
okay.
So the costumes were on display.
So we kind of think this list is not the best, and it's kind of bougie, and it's not.
Yeah.
And thank you, Scott.
I think it's mostly searches of, hey, are they doing this more than I'm excited to see it come.
So I do agree with Lewis. I think Snow White would have actually been like in the top 5 because everyone in the world is either hates or loves that movie. And I'm so happy we only have 2 more months to talk about it, and then it's done. You don't have to
Then
talk about
goes
it
away.
anymore. It just poof,
Oh,
gone.
I can't wait to see it.
I know you're excited about it. Now Lewis actually said in
I'm
person he actually liked it.
I'm like-
actually liked the last trailer.
Well, no, not like in a good or bad way. Like you ever go to like an oddity store and you're like, I don't want to look at cow brains in water, but I want to see it. Like that. I'm intrigued as if it's like an oddity show. Like that's where I'm at. Like I don't think it's to be good. I don't think
You're
it's to be
just here
bad.
for the train to watch the train wreck. That's just what you're here for.
Yeah, you know me. I want to sit in front of the fire with
Are you an
popcorn.
ambulance chaser? You're
I want to. Yeah, I'm like David Spade on Dickie Roberts. I'm calling the fire department for my GPS.
All right, let's do our next.
in the car. I don't know what to do with it.
Let's do our next break. Come back. We'll talk a little Tangled, a little bit about Tangled again because there's lots in the news again. A little
Oh
bit.
fuck!
All right, we'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Get to Know Our Sponsor. Getaway Today has been helping Disney vacation dreams come true since 1990. Whether you choose to visit the happiest place on earth or travel to Orlando for the most epic adventure, they want to help. Need to know the best hotel in the area? What theme park ticket should you use? Have a last-minute change? No worries. Their travel experts are always here to help. Want to book a cruise and don't know where to start? Hey, they can help with that too. They will help you find the perfect cruise for your vacation, whether it's your first time or you're a well-seasoned cruiser. When you book your cruise with one of Getaway Today's experts, you will have a dedicated agent to help every step of the way and take care of all the details so you can just focus on the fun. Getaway Today offers peace of mind travel, allowing you to cancel or make changes up to 72 hours in advance. You will always have the most up-to-date vacation information both pre-arrival and upon welcome. Getaway Today will guarantee the best prices with no hidden fees, and every time you book a Getaway Today, they will donate a portion back to a charitable organization in your area. And so far, over $4.5 million has been donated. So just click the link in our show notes to start your Disney, Universal, or cruise vacation planning for more information and the best deal. Or you can dial 855-GETAWAY and be sure to tell them Walt's Apartment sent you. And until next time, we hope you enjoy the view from Walt's Apartment. We do indeed. We hope you enjoy the view and get you some Getaway Today as well, because they're just as great as good as Where in the Park. But really quick, let's dive into a little, because we have a really fun sports. What was that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you make that face? What was that?
Interesting. No, go ahead. Continue, please.
So anyway, let's dive into our next quick topic here. Rumor has it that Disney is all in on Florence Pugh starring in the Tangled live action. What are your guys' thoughts on that? And also J-Lo wants a role as well. So what do you guys think
J-Lo
about?
can't have a role.
Right.
And J-Lo could play Maximus.
Yeah. No,
I haven't
because
gotten to
the
Sunken
only
City
other
yet. We're not
woman
there
role. No, J-Lo can't have a role because the only other woman role is Mother Gothel, and yeah, that's not who I picture playing Mother Gothel.
Right. That's
Maybe
only
she can identify as a horse. That's a male.
Hey, not anymore.
Not
Can't
anymore.
identify. Shit.
Lewis is right. Not anymore.
She could be.
Hey, I'm thinking Amber Heard for Mother Gothel.
What's that?
Huh?
I said I'm thinking Amber Heard for Mother Gothel.
Oh, no way. No, the only one that makes sense is Agatha Harkness herself, Miss Catherine Hahn. Is the only one.
And that
I
was
think
also
she would
rumored
be-
last week in the article as well that they were talking about her, but I think that's too easy.
Yeah, because me and Sean were talking before recording that would be perfect casting, but it would be too on the nose as Agatha. But it'd be amazing.
That's so good at playing that.
I mean, can we acknowledge that Tangled doesn't need to be made? I mean,
absolutely.
I agree with that too. I agree with that
I mean,
wholeheartedly.
if Disney is invested in making live actions, why not make live action films from the animated movies that sucked ass box officely? Like, for instance, me personally, Treasure Planet would be a badass live action movie.
They did. Treasure Island.
Atlantis would be a solid one. I mean, hell, give it to James Cameron and get rid of the bullshit Avatar series and remake Avatar. Or not Avatar, Atlantis. What's another good one that they don't dabble in? I mean, The Black Cauldron. shit, that would be intense to make it like a series. Like, if you're gonna make live action movies, make ones that the box office didn't benefit the animated feature.
Mm-hmm.
If the animated feature did damn good, leave it alone. Yeah. Leave it alone.
I'm on the range.
Harry
I guess
Styles.
that would have to be more CGI, Kevin. No.
Harry Styles would be a great Flynn Rider. Let's be real. Whoever said that.
No.
Yeah, he would. Harry Styles.
I don't
would be
agree.
Great.
I don't think he's the greatest actor.
No, he's not. But neither. I mean, the guy.
And I don't see him being Eugene Fitzherbert. Sorry.
I think he has great style.
No, he's not saying the Treasure Planet sucked. He just said it sucked at the box office.
It bombed at the box office. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I think they should just screw the live action remakes and make animated remakes. So an animated Pirates of the Caribbean, an animated Tron. I'm just kidding. I don't care.
I mean, they already animated Tron in the series, though.
Yeah, true.
Right.
But I like Florence Pugh. If they do this, I don't see her as Rapunzel. I'm still with Sydney Sweeney.
Right. And now the younger online, I've also seen this since people have sent me articles that the Sabrina Carpenter thing is actually is gaining some traction as well to play Rapunzel.
I think she would probably make the most sense since she could sing.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney doesn't sing, and I don't want to.
Do we know that?
She looks better. Who cares?
We could voice that over. We're voiced over with Sabrina Carpenter's voice. But yeah. Louis, who do you think it should be?
Which character?
What's her name? Rapunzel. The one we're talking about.
Man, there's so many good ones out there. From like Rachel Zegler to the girl that played in Twilight to Amber Heard. There's so many good ones out
there. Can we kick him out? Can we kick him out? Because now he's just doing it to make me mad.
You want to say Courtney Love? I know it.
I mean, just to be honest, dude, like Tangled was fun, but like they played it safe with that storyline. Like you took an already established fairy tale, made it Disney-fied. You got lucky. I don't think lightning strikes twice in the same place.
True.
Courtney, we're just talking about this, I think, the other night.
Yes, exactly. We need a Who's Max's mom.
How I Met Your Mother, Goofy style.
That's the live action we need.
Yeah. I don't think we need it in live action, but definitely animated. Yes, for sure.
Hey, you can have an episode of Goofy Springer,
Dude, he could play Jerry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Petey. Did you guys watch the Netflix thing about the Jerry Springer show? It's like
no, not yet.
It was like a 2-episode thing.
It's on the list.
It's interesting. It's exactly what you.
Well, we already know it was rigged. So,
yeah.
So what happens in Toontown stays in Toontown.
So we have one more topic, but I want to do our last sponsor break, and I didn't ignore the last sponsor when I mentioned the other two. I did it on purpose because I just want you to know that I love all of our sponsors are great, but to be honest with you, if we didn't have Sunken City Design as part of this, I don't even think we'd have half the shows that we have because you need the art to go with the show, and none of us are artists. And if Lewis had not only art for this, we wouldn't have had it. So I do appreciate you, Lou. I appreciate you just as much as I appreciate everyone else. I just want you to know that.
That's crazy because you use the L word for everybody else and you use the A word for me. Crazy.
Well, because you don't like to use. I'm respecting you because you don't like to use it.
I'm just playing, brother.
Let's hear about. Do you like cups? Do you like sweatshirts? Let's find out.
Sunken City Designs brings you art. Do you like art? What about Disney characters like Mickey Mouse and the Oyster Thief? That's actually from Alice in Wonderland, the best princess movie ever made. Also, we have some dwarfs that have their heads ripped off sometimes. Why? I don't know. It's because it's Sunken City Design. So go there, sunkencitydesign.com. Get yourself some great merchandise. You got posters and, I believe, clothes. Who knows? I got a cup from there, and it's fantastic. Do you like cups? Do you ever use those? I do. Go for it. Oh, yeah, sweatshirts. Can't forget about those. If you're ever cold, get yourself a sweatshirt from sunkencitydesign.com. Also, Wall-E. That's the best movie ever made. second only to Alice in Wonderland. All right, if you also like Walt's apartment, they have merch for that too. Where? SunkenCityDesign.com. Hopefully you've already loaded up that site and you're looking at it and you have some items in your cart. Go ahead and check out as soon as you can because the show's about to come back on. All right, everybody, we appreciate you.
We do. We appreciate all of you. Entertainer says Sean. Wait, Kevin says I have an art degree, so I could fill in. It just wouldn't be near as good.
Oh.
Yeah. Then Entertainer Courtney was about to say her thoughts on Harry Styles turning down Prince Eric. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Courtney. Thank you, Entertainer, for keeping me on track.
In that movie, I mean, sure, he might have. I'm not the biggest Harry Styles fan. I don't think he looks good. I was not a big fan of One Direction. I'm not swooning over him singing or anything. So, but I didn't like the guy who sang in The Little Mermaid either. So
Harry Styles could have sang the Watermelon song or Ariel.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts about it. And I didn't like Prince Eric's song in the movie as well. I think he had a better song on the Broadway version. So,
right. I think if you're doing these live action things, you're doing them as a fan service. Obviously, that's the biggest thing you're doing as a fan service. If you're doing that, give the people what you think they would want the most, in my opinion, which is Harry Styles, Sabrina Carpenter. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're trying to appeal to a certain audience, you're going to get more people that their moms going to make their moms take them to see Harry Styles in the movie. I don't know.
And see how well that worked out for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, the moms want to see Harry Styles.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry. The Eternals is what I meant.
Oh, he was barely in it, though. I mean,
yeah. Then he was going to be in the next one, and then they scrapped the project. So
I'm with Amanda.
It doesn't bode well for your case right there.
So Amanda says this, but if the fans didn't ask for it, then stop. Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that topic. There it is. It's done. I came up with a new topic idea for the show. It's called Our Favorite Things, and I'm gonna try to come up with something every week now that we have to pick 3 of our favorite things. So, and it's gonna help create some conversations on the show. Maybe not every week, but we'll try it out and see how it works. But our favorite things this week. Our favorite things are going to be our favorite sports movies that are on Disney Plus. I asked you all today to pick your 3 favorite Disney Plus sports movies. Good point, Taylor Swift as Rapunzel.
Yep.
We forgot to bring her up. Oh, that would be one of the biggest movies.
She could be the front and Maximus. Jayla could be the back.
Hey, be nice.
Hey, Taylor Swift as Rapunzel, Travis Kelce as the guy, and you have Andy Reid as the horse.
Oh my God!
Boom! Yeah,
that's fantastic. We do really good in Missouri.
Fan service right there. I'm sorry, but there is.
Happy 60th anniversary to Sound of Music, which features my favorite things. Happy 60th anniversary. Okay, thank you, Entertainer. But yes, my favorite thing. So we did ask our Discord members this question as well. So I want to knock out those really quick, and then we'll go around the room here really quick and kind of just give our top 3. Brendy in our Discord said The Game Plan, featuring Lewis's favorite actor, The Rock.
Skinny Rock.
Skinny Rock, yeah. McFarland USA. McFarland USA and The Rookie. That's a good list. Belle of the Ball. I'm assuming her name is Belle. That's her name on our Discord. She said that she likes The Big Green, also and Miracle. So those are her choices. Kim from Where in the Park said, Remember the Titans, The Rookie, and Miracle. So I asked you.
Like Miracle.
Miracle's a damn good movie. 3. Oh shit! I forgot about Cool Runnings. God,
I almost brought that one up.
God dang it! Oh,
I did too. But
feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
If there's one thing Disney has done right for years, is sports movies.
100%, 100%. So Lewis, I'm going to start with you. Give me your top 3 Disney movies that you go to on the old Disney Plus.
That are sports.
That are sports.
It's just 3, right? 3 is just 3, right? Not first, second, third.
Yeah, just 3.
All right, then for me, it's Entertainer. That's some damn good ones right there.
Yeah.
For me, it's McFarland USA, which I thought was a damn good movie. Remember the Titans, and The Sandlot.
Sandlot's is a Disney movie too.
Well,
it's Fox. So yeah.
On Disney
on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll go next. I feel like Remember the Titans might be in all of our lists. I don't know if Remember the Titans is just such a damn good movie. Remember the Titans. I go with Mighty Ducks 2. Now it's not 2 when they play for America.
Knuckle Puck.
There's a Knuckle
Puck.
one. That Russ Tyler and the Knuckle Puck. Great movie. And then the third one, I went back and forth between two. I went back and forth between Angels in the Outfield and The Big Green, but I will pick Angels in the Outfield because that's just such a fun movie. This part when the kid's just sitting there crying, you're just like, oh, come on, just give him an angel. And then Tony Danza does it without an angel, and it's the greatest thing ever. And such a good movie.
I quote that movie a couple times this weekend where he says, must be those two chili dogs I had before the game. I quoted that the whole time we were bowling this weekend.
But that's my list. So, and then Courtney, how about you? Top 3.
It's well, I like the Mighty Ducks trilogy, but definitely Mighty Ducks.
Which one? You gotta pick one.
No,
you gotta pick one.
Trilogies as a whole.
That's all. That's 3 movies.
No, I do like movie, the first
though.
one. No, the first one. I do like the second one is a lot, but the first one for sure. The Mighty Ducks, and then Remember the Titans, and then the DComs. There's a lot of sports centric Disney Channel original movies, and my favorite one was Go Figure, and she's a figure skater, and she's needs to go to a school where the best coach is set up to go to the Olympics, but she has to go to that school on a hockey scholarship. So she has to learn how to play hockey to be able to go to this school to learn from this coach. Then it was a Disney Channel original movie, and it's a figure skating movie, which is a sports movie.
Okay. All right. Now, Joey had asked if Herbie Fully Loaded counted. I said, I don't see why not.
Kevin put Shohei the Dream. It should be Shohei the Fall of Ippei, but
does an extremely goofy movie count? No, I think if you're talking about the Goofy doing sports, I guess that would count. That's
an extremely goofy movie has the X Games in it. So.
Oh, that's right. It does.
Yeah,
that's right.
So it does count.
Yes, it would count. Then, yeah.
Yeah.
Is Air Bud a Disney? Air Bud's a good movie.
Air Bud. I mean, that was a big one in the 90s. Yeah. He plays basketball.
But Cool Runnings, though, man. Really. How did I forget about Cool Runnings? Man. All right. Joey,
the Jamaican Bobcat team. Oh, man. This was really hard because, like I said, I love Disney sports movies, comedies, the true story ones, but you got to throw in Remember the Titans.
You just do.
And
it's the
you got to throw in Miracle. Miracle was amazing.
Yeah.
And I didn't pick Mighty Ducks because all 3 movies are awesome, and I count them as one. So I didn't want to cheat and do that. But I did pick Angels in the Outfield because that movie is awesome too.
Yeah.
One of Matthew McConaughey's first films. Tony Danza, Christopher Lloyd, the guy that played Robin and Batman.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I know. He did other stuff too.
Thank you. You're dead, man. Yeah, man.
I mean, you guys are all saying how is Remember the Titans? It's on everyone's list, and it should be. Forgetting about Angels in the Outfield. Remember the Titans on my list would be the first one gone to replace it with Angels in the Outfield.
Okay.
So here's my problem with Remember the Titans, though. Great movie, greatly acted. Terrible football action. The football action in that movie is weak.
The way they run, they run so weird in that movie.
I know it's not Disney, but same thing with Replacements. I mean, just bad football action and camera work.
That's a great movie too. The Replacements. is a
But-
great
I always
movie.
quote "Remember the Titans," especially with it's the guy from Scrubs. He goes, "Zero fun, sir."
Oh yeah.
He goes, "You having fun?" And he goes, "Zero fun, sir."
Yeah, coaching high school football. Yeah, I was quoting that movie a lot, and it went over their head. But I would say the best one. I would barely put Miracle over Remember the Titans though, because that movie's super awesome. Do you believe in miracles?
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah, it's Invincible. Someone mentioned Invincible.
Yeah.
Invincible's good too. Yeah.
I can't think of Invincible without thinking It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they try to tailgate the tryout.
Actually, Invincible was good. And my boy Austin was surprised I didn't pick it. I didn't like Mark Wahlberg in there. I love the story. I love the movie itself, but I didn't like Mark Wahlberg in it. I thought it just didn't stick. The cool thing about some sports, the cool thing about some sports movies is getting actors that don't have an already established persona, so to say. Like 42, when Chadwick Boseman portrayed Jackie Robinson, but before blowing up to playing James Brown, T'Challa, all that, like it worked because you bought into that. Very much like when Selena, J-Lo played Selena. It worked because J-Lo didn't do a whole lot of acting. So with sports movies, I think it's key that the sports star is somebody you either don't know or don't establish yet because it's hard to take them serious. The guy who played Sam and in the Goonies, him playing in
Rudy.
Oh, I'm blanking the name. Rudy. It worked because you didn't know him that well. So for sports movies, any bio movie.
Wait, that's not a Disney movie, is it?
No, it's not
That's
there.
one of the best sports movies ever. Rudy is just.
Is it
It's
Fox?
unless no, I don't know who it is.
Okay.
But like it's so like for me, Invincible's a really good movie if they didn't use Mark Wahlberg or Mark Wahlberg played a role, played a different role. For instance, Denzel playing the coach in Remember the Titans, a very key role, but he wasn't the sports star. He wasn't the one overcoming a story. So for me, it takes me out of sports movies when you put somebody well known in there. LeBron James playing a Space Jam 2. Missed me with it. Sorry.
Sasquatch, what movie are you saying is terrible?
Yeah.
Just so we
And
I didn't think of
He
it.
was a known actor, but he hadn't done anything in years when he did The Rookie, and that's why that was such a great role and
Right.
great movie. And there's another one, I forget what it's called.
Sasquatch.
Oh, Rudy. Dude.
Oh, buddy. That's such a good one.
But there's one with John Hamm where he's a scout, a baseball scout, and he actually gets recruits 2 cricket players. And this is a true story too. And one actually makes it to the bigs or something. I
Thank
forget
you,
what
Kevin.
that one's called, but okay. Rudy is.
I didn't thinking about what Lewis said. I mean, that's interesting because you to have a famous person play someone that was kind of already famous. That's an interesting.
Yes,
Hey,
$1 million. Thank you,
I
Austin.
agree with you, actually, Lewis. That's a great. You know,
It is,
like you said,
yeah, I mean-
J-Lo wasn't that big when she did Selena.
No,
and
she was
you know,
that made her big, kind of.
Right.
I mean, I know she was a fly girl and she did a couple of things, but Selena really skyrocketed her career into other things. And then she went the music route. And also it's true with Remember the Titans. I mean, Ryan Gosling was in Remember the Titans. He wasn't one of the main people, but he was
Right.
definitely on the team and had speaking roles. And so and that was
But-
before he blew up. So it
but he
does make
wasn't
a
playing
difference.
like a famous character, you know. So that's.
I mean, they all played real people on Remember the
yeah,
Titans. They
100%.
so I mean,
you have Ryan
he
Hurst.
he just wasn't like
You
the
know.
coach, you know.
Right.
But
Sunshine.
Man, that
Sunshine.
scene when they're at Arlington is probably one of the most powerful scenes of in any movie. I think it's just like holy crap, you know. And yeah, that movie's so good. But
Then you got movies. Then you got movies where it really works. Like when you look at like Trouble with the Curve.
That's such a
played
good movie.
solid-
such a good movie.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you establish actors playing people that are not the focus. Kevin Costner in McFarlane. McFarlane's a dang good movie, and he played the coach. So like sports movies, any type of biopic movies, you really gotta be careful with it because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hell, you can go Coach Carter, where Samuel Jackson played it and killed that role, playing a character based on the story of Coach Carter, but photos next to each other doesn't look nothing like the part.
Sure.
But killed that role, and guess what? You got Channing Tatum in there before he really blew up. You got there's a few other actors, and I don't know by names, that blew up later on down the road in that movie. And it's crazy. Like, so for sports movies, you got to go to the underclassmen, because guess what? A good sports story is an underclassman making it to a graduate. So you go an underclass actor and make them something.
But you know what's funny about that, and my absolute favorite movie. Anyone will ask me, Sean, what's your favorite movie? It's Tombstone. Tombstone is my absolute favorite movie. And you have Kurt Russell, who was already a great actor, and Val Kilmer, who play those roles of famous people, did it absolutely perfectly, I think. So it's they weren't sports characters, but I mean, Val Kilmer looked exactly like freaking Doc Holliday, and they both looked like their characters. And I just, that's my mind's kind of like blown by you bringing that up. Like they said, Chadwick Boseman wasn't really big playing that, which is another great movie, by the way. 42 is such a good movie. I just saw that.
Harrison Ford is unrecognizable in that movie.
Yeah.
42
is my favorite sports film. If I could, if it was a sports film, then absolutely it would be number one.
42 is
my favorite
sports
Western is
film.
American Outlaws with Colin Farrell and Ali Larter before they blew up. So
look at Ali Larter now. She's the one on Landman, right? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
she's huge now. Yeah, just crazy. Tombstone is great.
And
but
Scott Kahn.
Oh, come on, Sasquatch. That movie's perfect. You can't say anything bad about that movie. That movie.
No, I agree with Sasquatch. I agree with Sasquatch.
Don't even get me started on that, dude. Don't even get me started.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's a very beautifully done movie. But when you watch like History Channel's like stories and stuff like that on White Earp and Doc Holliday, and I forgot the nickname they had. That movie it's the same with Scarface. Everyone will say Scarface is a great gangster movie. It's not. It's Hollywood's version of it. Tombstone is a really beautiful movie. I will not say it's not. It's
Disney
way
movie,
up there.
we can
But
talk about it.
but it also has a heavy dose of Hollywood in it.
It does.
And that's why it's such a big classic over the actual Wyatt Earp movie with Kevin Costner and Dennis Quaid.
Correct. Yep.
100%. Yep.
So
Quaid and Costner played better. Oh, Sasquatch.
Dude, I said I missed you, man. Don't make me regret saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Sasquatch,
I missed you,
bro. Come on.
Yeah, I disagree with you there, Sasquatch. I disagree there.
Yeah.
I think Val Kilmer and
Kurt Russell.
I'm blanking his name. Kurt Russell. I think they played a better Doc Holliday and Wyatt. I do.
Playing the role of Lewis tonight is Sasquatch. Just stirring the pot.
Hey, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people believe Sasquatch is a myth. So I'm a man of myth, a legend.
If we should do the show later, because we get more views, they double by the end of the show. So like maybe we should start the show later. But that would be good. I dragged Amanda to actual Tombstone just because I like that movie. Did she like it? Amanda, did you like Tombstone? Since you said you dragged her, I'm going to say no. I'm going to guess that she probably didn't like it. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of it. I kind of like that. Just kind of give us a little something that we can talk about, get the people involved, and making some comments. Haven't seen it. Okay. Well,
Kevin said he dragged you to it, Amanda.
No.
Did he club her and drag her too?
No, it was the actual Tombstone, not the film. It says Kevin said I dragged him in.
The actual.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, geez. Okay, I read it wrong. I'm
sorry.
Jeez,
I never learned to read.
Come on, guys. Just read a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right. On that
She had
note,
no idea what she was saying.
We're going to call it a night. We're going to
It's okay. You see it every time you go to Universal, Amanda. It's fine.
We went the actual Tombstone. I haven't seen the movie. Well, Amanda, your homework before next week for family night is to watch Tombstone.
You know,
Disney Western.
I want your honest opinion on it. It's a great movie. I wanted to go to the OK Corral and see the Birdhouse Theater because I'm a Knott's fan.
Yeah, because they have a bird cage theater.
No, thank you. She just
Birdhouse
says no. She's not going to do it.
No, thank you.
I was thinking of an 11.
Let's be honest. I mean, Tombstone's a good movie, but like, if you don't know nothing about it or any mildly interest in it, it doesn't come off attractive at all. It looks like another cowboy movie.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I just know Billy Bob Thornton and Brandon Walsh
every time
are
she
in it.
goes to Universal. It's fine.
Oh, there's a few actors in there that are not quite known. Billy Bob Thornton's a little fat ass in there too.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So good. I mean, you have Thomas Hayden Church, Lowell from freaking Wings is in that movie. Jason Priestley. Jason Priestley's in that movie.
Billy Zane before Titanic.
Damn you, Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
The brunette, the star. Oh, what's her name?
Oh, Dana Delaney.
Oh, hello. Yes. I mean, no, what's her name? Then
Michael
you have
Biehn as John Enrico.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams is a good one. Kim, Field of Dreams is a real good one.
Yes, it is. Oh, if we're gonna just talk about sports movies, we could go. I mean, that's Rudy is.
Well,
right
Sandlot's
there.
one of my favorite. I didn't count it as a Disney one. I went Disney
Well,
proper.
it's Fox. It counts.
Yeah.
So
Major
it's on
League.
Disney Plus. You could have.
Rest in peace, Bob Uecker, Harry Doyle.
I mean, Powers Booth as.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I use that gif all the time when people are like, I'm going to leave this group.
Bye.
It's like, well, bye.
Oh, man. I mean, you could just continue with the character, with the actors in that movie. Freaking Sam Elliott's in that, and
Bill Paxton.
Oh, rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
But anyway,
why do people do that? Years after that, oh, rest in peace. Like,
Well, it's sad.
like, it's life. You die. Like, never mind. I won't go down that avenue on this show.
No.
I'll be nice. Like,
You just say rest
See,
in
Sasquatch
peace.
is
It's
quoting
okay.
it now, so he was just messing with us.
yeah, you're Daisy if you do.
my favorite line. My favorite line from Tombstone though is when Doc Holliday talks to Ringo. He's like, "Hey, so Ringo's an educated man." Now I really hate him.
Now I really hate
Now
him.
I really hate him.
That's.
I won't say who. I won't say who, but we had a co-host on the show that I used to text Sean that meme all the time. As soon as they started to happen, I was like, "Oh, they're an educated person." Now I really hate them.
Dodgeball's like, oh my gosh. Dip,
Don't make
dive,
me bleed. Nobody
dive,
makes me bleed my
nobody
own
makes
blood.
Make me bleed my own blood on
Hey.
television.
The best character from Dodgeball is Jason Bateman. You know, Cotton, if he puts it on, he won't be able to see.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You lost me.
It's a menage a trois of pain. Is that what he said?
I know some of it, but I don't know all of it.
Pirate Steve Arg.
Oh, Johnny. Oh my dude, Sasquatch.
Yes.
You may go.
You may go. You may go.
Move the shotgun.
I'm gonna have to go watch that right now. I think
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's so good.
I was gonna say, hey, but about Thorn's bleed, Doc? I don't know who's you back in town.
He's like, Wyatt, I'm rolling.
That's why you're not wearing a bustle.
How rude.
If I didn't think you'd be my friend, I don't think I could bear it. You know what? Next
I love that.
next watch party's Tombstone.
Yes, please. I'll come to that one. We'll just freaking that'd be amazing. All right. Sorry, excuse me. Let's wrap this thing up. Courtney, thank you so much.
Did you fart on the air?
What?
Yeah, we're still on the
Did you
air.
just fart on the air?
No,
I actually farted. Oh,
He was
not you,
coughing.
Courtney.
He was
Oh.
coughing.
Down by the creek, walking on water. Oh man.
Law don't come around here. You get out of here, law dog.
Yeah, I
Okay.
heard you.
New show to Walt's apartment, Tombstone Talk.
Please, dude, that's the 11th show. Let's go right now. We can just quote the movie for every day, forever. So let's wrap it up. Courtney, tell us where we can find you.
You can find me at Neverland Clubhouse Pod. You can find me at Elements of Fun. You can find me anywhere, really. I'm everywhere.
What's coming up with Elements of Fun, you guys? Anything good?
Well, we're headed to Anaheim Ducks Day at Disneyland on Friday.
Okay.
And Lunar New Year stuff.
Nice. I hear that
It's the Berea egg rolls. Here we come.
I hear that the faux is really good.
The faux.
From what people are talking about, they're saying it's really good. From what
We're going to try and get Sip and Savor. Oh, and we'll also... I did not fart, Kevin. Also, We're in the Park will be there on Saturday for their first meetup. So, yeah.
Right on. 2 to 3 at the picnic area outside the main gate. So we'll be there too.
See, I Saturday, you, Kevin. Be nice.
That's this Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 25th.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm down there too.
Bobby says, "Go Kings." I'm a Sharks fan, but I'll be a Ducks fan for the day.
Lewis is making an appearance as well for the.
Yeah, I'm down. Absolutely.
That's right. It is pho. Thank you, Kevin. Pho.
Okay.
Pho.
Right.
So I'm not gonna. That was threw me off when they had like Faux King number 8. So then, but you hear the pronounce is like, oh, those wily people. Okay.
Now it makes sense. But yeah. Mr. Joey, where can we find you on all of your social media outlets?
Well, I used to say you could follow me at Disney Universe, but Disney Universe is part of Walt's Apartment. So just go to Walt's Apartment and you'll find Disney Universe cast and all that stuff. Yeah, but
more than
Disney Universe Instagram. I'm editing the MouseCon episode right now, so that'll be out this weekend.
That's
and
fun.
For some reason, if you want to follow my personal stuff, it's at JPitty23. Pretty much everywhere.
Mr. Sunken City Design, Lou with Mad Hater. Where can we find you, my friend?
You can find me on Instagram. I broke up with TikTok because that shit's rigged. You can't tell me they banned that shit for 9 hours and then brought it back. And then, nope. They put new software in there. They're watching your accounts right now. Hell no. All right,
they've been watching the accounts for years.
Yeah, nope. I'm out.
I mean, I'm with you with it being rigged the way that it went down, but I don't know about the spyware in there.
So I'm out. You can find me on Instagram at Sunken City Designs, or if you want to follow my personal account where I get all just aggressive, you can find me at what do I have it as?
Sunken City Lou 310 or 301 or 310 or
who's G?
My Timu Mike. Huh?
Your Timu Mike.
G is
it a dollar?
You know.
Is it a dollar?
Is it G?
Sean, shut up. Okay. Just shut it down, okay?
I'm just asking. Okay, I know.
Shave your beard. Shave your beard now.
No way. But anyway, let's bring this damn thing home. You can find me at the Walt's Apartment podcast, Walt's Apartment Productions. I'm sorry, Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to follow my personal page, it's what is it? What's Big Pop? Is it the Big Papa Disney or just Big Papa Disney on Instagram, which is where I get all emotional and share lots of emotional shit, just like Louis does. But hey, that's how we do. You
emotional damage.
We shut to the castle.
Let's do this thing. Let's wrap it up. Let's bring it home. Until next time, we'll see you next week, and we hope you enjoy the view from Walt's apartment. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.